All right, folks, we have here a Permobil M5. This is a very hard power chair to find. The M5 is almost impossible to find. It's the top of the line. This one is the only one. The M5 will go 7.5 miles an hour, and the seat will elevate to 14 inches. So this M5 right here has 34 miles. It was used for maybe 2 months. As you can see, it's in brand new condition. It was used for about 2 months. It has 34 miles on the meter. It's practically brand new. It has 4 electrical function. It has the 14-inch seat lift, like I mentioned earlier, the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric legs. Many other features on this chair that I'll cover as we go along. But the first thing I'm going to show you is all the features can be worked through the joystick or through the switch box. I like to use this box here. It's quicker for me. So if I hold this button down, the seat will start going up. So remember, you will start about at 22 inches. The top of the seat will be at 22. If you go all the way up, you can stop anywhere in between. But if you go all the way up, you'll be at 36 inches. So that's the highest you're going to get in a power chair. 36 inches. This is a 14-inch seat lift. And the nice thing about this chair, when the seat is elevated, you'll still be able to drive it at a decent speed. I can't go fast in here, but you can imagine that they can move pretty fast if it was on a flat, straight surface where we can make it go. So this is the chair moving with the seat elevated. Like as I mentioned earlier, it does move with the seat elevated. Let's look at the base. It's the beautiful charcoal color, black charcoal. We have 14-inch solid wheels with matching charcoal rims, caster wheels in the front, 8-inch caster wheels in the back. We've got, you can see the actual seat lift right here, the suspension for the seat lift. The actuator is actually in here. You can see how clean this chair is. We have an anchor point here and another one back in here. There's 2 on this side, 2 on the opposite side. You have a total of 4 anchor point. This is where you would hook up your chair to your lift or to your van to transport this power chair. Okay, you have the great Permobil suspension. You can see the suspension in the back right here. You can see when I move the wheel, you can see the motor actually moving in front, and you can see the suspension back in here. This chair has a motor for each wheel. The motor is right here on the M5, right here. The motor is right here, and it goes all the way up to the front, and it moves this way, and it goes right into the wheel. Okay, so right now, if I want to move this chair, I would have to use the joystick. But let's just say for some reason it breaks down on you, you can't push it, okay? On top of each motor, there's a motor on the opposite side, there's a motor here, there's a little lever. You can see where my finger is. If I move it inward towards the inside, what that does, it unlocks the wheel. You can see how the wheel is freely turning right now. And the reason you want to turn the power off is if you leave the power on, you might have some resistance in the electrical motor, okay? Very careful. When you're done pushing it, please put your motors back in gear. Because if you do not, your lights will be blinking, you'll be calling me panicking. So put your motors back in gear. This chair right here weighs about 425 pounds, so it's not a lightweight power chair because it's got so many motors and it's all metal. 425 pounds for the weight of this chair. So far, we've covered the 14-inch seat lift, okay? I'm going to turn the power back on, and the next function I'm going to show is going to be the electric tilt. But first of all, let me bring the seat down so you can see that. You have what's called here a swing away joystick, so you can swing the joystick from the front to the side. If you're left-handed, we can put this on the left side and it'll swing on the opposite side. This is called a swing away joystick. You can get closer to a table, or you could also do this if you want to get under a table, or leave the arm up like this, okay? So the next feature is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here, this is called the base. When the base goes back, it's going to take the legs, and it's going to take the back as they're all connected together. This is called the electric tilt. So this is as far as it'll go. So if you needed some circulation, you could tilt your seat back and have your electric legs go up. This is the third feature, the electric legs going up. So right now your legs would definitely be higher than your body. But if that's too much, you can bring the seat down. Okay, and these legs are adjustable. So if you're 5 feet tall or 6'3", we can adjust the length of these legs. So if you bring the tilt down halfway, and then you would have to make your legs go back up again. This chair, it's better if the legs go up before you tilt the seat. So if you have the legs up like this, and then you go back and tilt again a little bit. So this chair, it's a little bit backward. You have to tilt, you have to do the legs before you do the tilt. Because if you do the tilt first, they only go so far up. It's just the way the chair is programmed. So let me bring the seat back down, the tilt. So I'm gonna bring the tilt back to normal. And I'm gonna bring the legs up as far as they'll go. So this is as far up as the legs will go when the seat is straight down. I'm going to back up the chair a little bit here. Whoop. I have it on fast. So we've covered so far the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric light. The last of the 4th function is called the electric recline. The electric recline is when the back right here goes back by itself. Not the tilt, just the bottom, just the back. So this is called the electric recline. And we'll see how far this goes. So it's a full recline. There we go. So if you fully recline, your headrest, you can see you're flat, okay? I'm gonna bring the recline back up. I'm gonna bring the legs back. I'm gonna hit 2 buttons at once here. If you want to do the leg and the back coming up at the same time, you can do it through the joystick with just one single movement. When you're outside, make sure your legs are always out. Don't bring it all the way under the chair. The reason you want them out like that is you want some clearance under there. You don't want to be all the way to the ground and then you hit a curb or something. That would not be good at all. So far we've covered the 4 electrical functions. Let's turn the chair around. This is a mid-wheel, so what that means, this chair will turn all day long in its own length. So if I bring the legs all the way in, like this, so if you're in the house, I don't think you'd have your legs extended out, but if you bring it all the way in like this, and you have your feet on the foot plate, you could turn all day long like this, without moving. Can't even hear this chair. Okay, so I'm going to put the legs back out. So if you exit the chair, you can see how you have nothing in front of you if you exit the chair when you put your legs all the way in. But as I said, if you're outside, I'm going to pull them out a little bit, leave them out. So you have a little more clearance under there. Or if you're outside and you don't think that's enough clearance, you can do a little bit of the tilt. So if I tilt the seat back just a little bit, just a couple, 3 inches, look at that. Look at the difference. Okay, so we'll bring the tilt back down. Okay, so now the seat on this chair. The seat on this chair is 21 inches wide by 19. 21 wide. This is foam here, and this is Roho back here. This is air back in here. You can see the indentation. Air back in here. You can see the valve is right here. This is where you would pump the air in the cushion. This cushion can be removed. So if you want to put your own cushion on here, you're more than welcome. The arms do flip up. As I said, the seat is 21 by 19. This is a contoured seat right here. This is with wings. What that means is it's not just sitting here, it's got wings. These wings are about 5 inches in. So this chair is set up right now for a person 250 pounds or less, but it's set up for a decent sized person. But this is a really nice back because it keeps you right in the middle of the seat. You got these actual wings built into the seat back. You can see in the back how it's built. You can see how the wings go all the way. These are called the wings here. And there's no adjustment to that. So if you buy this chair, just make sure that this is going to fit you perfectly. Also with this chair, we have a USB port right here. This is where you would charge your phone right here on this little box. You also have a bag on that side. But another thing about this chair is you have a retractable safety belt. So this is a safety belt right here, and you would plug it in. But as soon as you let it go, just like your car, it retracts back inside the box. There's your valve right here to pump the air in the back of the cushion, okay? The back of the chair, you've got the fully adjustable headrest that can be removed. You can see all the adjustments on the headrest, so you can do any type of positioning. You have hooks right here, so if you want to carry a backpack, you can have 2 hooks right here, or anything you want to carry, there's 2 hooks over here. And behind the chair also we have right here, these are reflectors, these are not lights. A lot of people ask me, how come the lights don't come on? These are just reflectors. But right here, there's a power button, you're going to hear it. I've just turned the whole power off on this chair, so when we ship these chairs, come around, put your fingers in here, turn the power on. Then you can go back to the front right here. You can hear it coming on. That's your power. You got to give it a couple seconds and then you're ready. When you charge this chair, you'll take your Permobil charger and you'll plug it right below your joystick, right here. And as soon as then you plug it into the wall, and as soon as the light on this charger goes to full, the charger will turn off, will stop charging. So these are smart chargers. They stop charging as soon as the batteries are full in the chair. This chair will give you about 15 miles on the battery charge. Now, that 15 miles is flat surface. So if you're a heavier person and you're going uphill, you're going through the grass or through dirt, you're not going to get 15 miles. But on a good surface with new batteries, the first year you'll get your 15 miles. So anyway, so the mileage vary with everybody. So let's recap. This is the Permobil M5. Very, very hard power chair to find. There's a lot of M3s out there, a lot of C3s, C300, M5, you cannot find them. This is an M5, the top of the line in power chairs with Permobil. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric legs. It has the high-speed package. This chair will go 7.5 miles an hour. 7.5 miles an hour. The mileage on the chair is 34 miles. So this chair was only used for a couple months. It does have the swing-away joystick, the flip-up arm, the retractable belt, the wing contoured back, the USB port, the bag, the adjustable headrest, and the bag hook. So if you want to have the best there is out there, most comfort you can get, top speed, most best quality, this would be one, well, this would be the one to look at. Very smooth. Top speed is, let's say it says 7.2, so it's not quite 7.5, but it's 7.2, which is very fast. It might be 7.5, the meter may not read it. It looks like it's really fast anyway. It's smooth, easy to drive. If I go in the grass, it should have no problem because it's a front wheel drive. You can see the suspension as I'm going through the grass, even though my grass is very, very rough. So right now I'm riding it at the full speed. So if I was riding on the first speed, it would be really, really slow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm elevate the seat. So this is the F5, I'm sorry. This is the M5 mid-wheel drive power chair with a 14-inch seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs, fully loaded power chair. This is the one when the seat is elevated, you can still drive it at a reduced speed. So it still drives pretty decent with the seat elevated. So if you're looking for a lot of quality on a power chair, and if you're going to drive with the seat elevated, make sure it's always on flat surface, never outside on the where it's rough, bumpy. This is only for inside. You don't want to damage your chair. This is a real nice chair and it's ready to go.
Hi, I'm Mark. And my name is Alex. We are a family-owned business for over 25 years. We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marksmobility.com.